I feel very awkward talking into the camera. I feel like it would be easier to talk to a person rather than a device. I don't personally like focusing on myself. It's part of why I'm drawn to counseling, because I like to focus on others. I almost didn't go through with the application process because this video made me so anxious, but I'm not the type of person who lets anxiety or fear get in the way of my goals, and I refuse to not give myself the opportunity to be a part of this program. With that being said, let's get this video started and begin with what I'm most passionate about. I'm most passionate about helping kids and families. I believe family is where your personality is most developed, and your family typically is the most impact on your development as an individual. I think having an outsider who is able to provide unbiased support to both kids and parents is critical in maintaining healthy relationships. I don't remember my parents being happy together. When I was 5, my parents decided it was in the family's best interest to divorce. My siblings and I were part of the decision, saw what led up to it, and were present for the volatility that ensued. I'm grateful my parents ended their marriage. This gratitude is not to say it didn't affect me, because it did, greatly. I began my own struggle with mental health early on. I went to many psychologists, school, clinical, occupational, all before the age of 10. I had such an appreciation for these professionals, even though I was too young to fully understand the impacts they made on so many aspects of my development. My final year of college was the most difficult year of my life, both academically and personally. I lost friends to various reasons, including drunk driving and suicide. These deaths came in a succession of 6 months. During that time, I was unsure I would ever get a break from the grief, but was determined to finish my degree that 4th and final year. I used my friends' passing as motivation to make them and myself proud. I found the strength to persevere through my community, my family, and my academics in order to make the best out of a tragic and traumatic situation. I also knew that I had to work through my grief with a therapist, and I'm glad I had previous experience in therapy to know how beneficial it could be for me. I took the loss as an opportunity to be grateful for life, and the lessons I gained from therapy at the time made me even more committed to clinical work. My main goal as a clinician working with families experiencing divorce would be to help parents divorce amicably. I would want to help the parents let go of anger from the past or old patterns and help them start a new stage where they work as a team to co-parent effectively. I would also want to help keep the kids out of the divorce as much as possible. I would want to be a source of support for both the parents and the children and help maintain boundaries that don't overly involve the kids. I want to help the kids adjust. If they need to go between houses, if they have to choose one parent to live with, helping kids and parents understand and set boundaries as well as how to maintain them. This is part of why I chose an MFT program, because family systems are really important to me. I think the whole family needs support in adjusting to a new situation. Helping kids of divorced parents are so important to me that I chose to study it from an academic perspective. I did my final project in my honors seminar as a meta-analysis about the rates of depression in children experiencing parental divorce. In the MFT program, I most want to learn about family systems, about effective therapy techniques, and how to be authentic while still providing the most effective counseling. I have many areas of growth, including how much I have to learn, as my experience has been in research and practical applications, but not direct delivery of therapy. I need to broaden my perspective about theoretical approaches, more than just CBT and neuroscience. I'd have to be open to helping all people, but I need to work on having more empathy for certain populations, such as those who neglect or abuse children, so I could work constructively with them. Another area of growth is with the populations I have not yet worked with. Most of my academic and work experience is with or about children, so I'd need more experience with lifespan development. I'm looking forward to being mentored through these areas of growth in the MFT program. I think my biggest contribution to working with others in need of mental health services is my own experience in therapy. Participating in therapy myself has helped me remain humble. It reminds me that everyone struggles, and there is no shame in seeking support for it. Attending therapy of my own has taught me how to ask good leading questions that help people open up about themselves. Personally, I have learned about my own triggers and early warning signs. I have also learned how to effectively plan for a crisis and what skills from DBT and CBT can help when in crisis. DBT in particular has emphasized the importance of regulating between emotion and reason mind to create wise mind. Therapy has also taught me how to provide unbiased support while remaining honest. My most effective therapists have been truthful in their approach and would always validate my reactions, emotions, and experiences. I think it is essential for a therapist to be self-aware and continue their own therapy because issues are bound to come up throughout life, and knowing how to effectively deal with them is crucial for me to concentrate on serving the client's needs rather than focusing on myself. I hope to be a part of this MFT program, and I hope this gives you a little bit more insight about me.